very much at issue as Congress looks at new gun controls. For gun rights advocates, it's an article of faith. The Second Amendment will protect them. The NRA's Wayne LaPierre on Meet the Press.
NRA is not going to let people lose the Second Amendment in this country.
It reads, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. The Supreme Court has ruled that the Second Amendment prevents states from banning handguns in the home for self-defense. For one thing, the court said, handguns are in common use. That's why opponents of a ban on assault weapons say the popularity of rifles like the AR-15 and of high-capacity magazines present a big hurdle for banning them.
Handgun magazines and the standard size of 11 to 19 rounds have common lawful use. And yes, the AR-15 rifle, the most popular best-selling rifle in this country for years, has pervasive lawful use.
But some legal scholars say invoking common use is not enough to get gun control laws struck down as unconstitutional because there's another factor to consider.
The question for the Supreme Court will be, are these firearms in common use, and is a restriction on these guns a substantial burden on self-defense? These assault weapons are not generally used for self-defense purposes.
Since the Supreme Court's decision on handguns in the home, federal courts have issued some 400 rulings in gun cases, for the most part upholding the laws. But the courts are now divided on another issue. Can the states ban carrying guns in public, away from the gun owner's property? 2 months ago, a federal appeals court struck down an Illinois law that banned the concealed carrying of a gun. The court said the Second Amendment right to bear arms implies a right to carry a loaded gun outside the home. But just a month before, another appeals court upheld a New York law that requires a gun owner to prove a special need to carry a gun in public. The Supreme Court has said that, like all other constitutional protections, the Second Amendment is not absolute, but the courts have only recently begun to explore how far its protections go. Chuck?
Thank you, Pete, and that's what it's all about. It's about